Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Political Spotlight. I am your host, and this is the Political Spotlight. Do you see the brand new background? It looks very similar to the old background, although now you can see the names Bilbrey, Rudd, and Thornburg under political at the top. And I moved the Sunday through Thursday under Spotlight off to the side. It looks so much nicer. I like it. It's an OCD thing you guys probably never noticed or never would have noticed, so it doesn't really matter. How are you guys doing? I am so sorry about last night. I am so sorry about last night. I was sick. Kate's been sick. She's been kind of under the weather for months, as we've been hearing. I had some sinus issue last night, and I had a headache kind of on and off all day yesterday, and I had laid down and taken a little nap. I set an alarm. It woke me up at 8 o'clock. I still had a headache. I was like, all right, I'm going to set this alarm for 8:30, and it'll wake me up, and hopefully the headache will be gone. And I was getting some good sleep, and all of a sudden I heard a noise, and I woke up, and I was like, man, it feels like I slept a lot longer than like 25 minutes. And I reached for my phone, and it was dead. And I was like, oh no. And I found out it was like 9:30, and I thought, oh, okay, I'm not going to tell anybody that I'm not even doing a show. I'm not posting it. Guess what? It's YouTube. If there's no show, there's not going to be anything to click on. So I figured you guys got the message. I don't like leaving people hanging. Listen to me. If we are not going to have a show, I will do my very little level best to post the link that just says no show so people will know. But if you come on here and there's no link, I can just tell you, if there's nothing by 10 after 9, we are not doing a show. I mean, unless we post something or do something, unless something's like it's coming from a meeting or something like that, just because I don't like leaving people hang in and all that stuff. So I'm sorry about last night. We are much better, and it worked out because I noticed that I had an email yesterday in my inbox from Muncie Muncie Human Resources, some kind of human. Very few people up there are humans, and as Brandon always reminds us, I see that. As Brandon tells us, politicians are not humans. So it's so weird they have so many things with human in the title. But the Human Resources Department emailed me yesterday and let me know that I had some records up there to be picked up. And I thought, ooh, okay, that's nice to hear. So cool, I'll go up there and get them. Well, I did not get them yesterday because I had a headache for a good chunk of the day. So I went up there today and I got these. And I picked these up and I went through them. So we're going to be going through these records. I can tell you this episode is the 99th episode, folks. That means episode 100 will be Sunday night. Be sure to tune in for the 100th episode. You would think that we would do something important, but I'm pretty sure that we'll just do a regular show. Who knows? We'll have to see. I don't know. But tonight's show, Money for Nothing, I am absolutely shocked that I have not done an episode under the Political Spotlight. Oh! Now, let me ask you people, I am having such a hard time with this. When you guys look at that, does it show you that the hourglass or the magnifying glass is off of the O and the political is all jammed up? Is that what Kate's telling me what that looks like? So I don't understand what's going on. because as I go to, I got to get that off there right now. I'll have to fix that. When I go, something's going on with Canva and I don't understand what it is. Because when I go to Canva and I look at Canva, I'm now in a bad mood. Instantly in a bad mood. That's how little things like that can affect me. Isn't that weird? So when I go to Canva and I look on Canva, here's what the image looks like. Look, I don't understand this. Everything is okay. The magnifying glass is on the O perfectly, no issue. When I save this to my computer or when I look at it on my phone, it looks like this. Now, I don't understand why that would be. I don't understand what's going on. And it's really, really, really messing with me because here's the other thing. I noticed on my phone, if I go in and fix it, when I go in and fix it, it then screws it up in real Canva. So I'm going to have to figure out what's going on. I'm going to have to get a hold of Canva and let them know I am not happy with what's happening. Something with these ratios are weird. I don't know why that's doing that. That's the normal one. Here's the funky one. It's got, see how the political is all crunched over on the big L and the magnifying glass is off. Man, that pisses me off. Nothing else is out of whack. It's just that. And I've been noticing this for a while now. It's been doing this, and I don't know why. So, okay, sorry. A little internal stuff. That's got nothing to do with you guys. That's not your fault. I'm sorry about that. It really makes me mad. Anyways, so I went up to wait a minute. We got to go back. So tonight's episode 99 with the screwed up logo, Money for Nothing. I'm surprised I've never done a show called Money for Nothing. Not on this. I did do an episode called Money for Nothing on Perception is Reality, but we'll be talking about this, and it's a show that should really set you on fire. So for those of you that are here from Muncie, we're going to be talking about some stuff going on in the city of Muncie, and it's insane. Also, for those that are here from Henry County, I did issue two important record requests with the Henry County today. One yesterday, one today, or one that whenever here in the last 2 days. One today and one yesterday or the day before, whenever. And we should be getting those records soon, I hope. And we'll be taking a look at some stuff from Henry County, specifically relating to Sproles here very soon. However, the records that we're going to be talking about today are from the city of Muncie. And so we are going to get into this. Let me tell you this. This is going to be financial records, and we're going to be talking about the Center in Crisis, the Muncie Crisis Center. If you guys remember a couple episodes back, we were talking about all of the, I'm going to pull these up and show you. We were talking about all of the claims from the Board of Works that the Board of Works, yeah, no, I'm right here, but the camera is just on top of me. I don't know why that is. I hate that too. Everything's falling apart here. I don't understand what's going on. It is what it is. I'm going to go back to just radio and you guys won't see my face, and that would be so much better. I hate all of the see, there I'm normal. There I am normal. But here's, I don't know. Let me see if I can fix that, because that bugs me too. I can fix it if I do this. There we go. Oh, now I got to get rid of my pepper, or you'll see my pepper. The political spotlight brought to you by Kroger Pepper. Never leave home without it. All right. So for those of you that have been here for a while, you will remember this screen. This is a picture of claims that the city of Muncie has paid over the last year, basically. So we started taking a look at what was going on here in December 22nd, 2022, then on through up until now. Okay. And we were like, what are these claims? What are going on with these claims? Now I want to read what Joey's saying right here. Joey says, I talked to my project manager at work, and he said there's some fishy stuff going on because of how much money has been spent and nothing's happening. We bid on and do tons of municipal work. Yeah, I kind of get that impression from other things that you'd said. So it's interesting to hear that. Let me tell you. So here's the deal. I'm going to pull up the record request. Oh, I can't because of how it got sent. Well, here's what I did. Alva. I love it. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Let me get this here. Give me 1 second. One second here. Let me find the sent. Okay. Request for emails. That was one thing I sent. That. That one. That one. Okay, here we are. Here we are. Request tracking numbers. Here we go. So you will see in this records request we'll be talking about that too, Charlize. Absolutely. Absolutely. So here is the record request that I sent. It looks a little weird because this is the copy that I send to Kate so we can keep track. I'm requesting all documents related to the following claims, including itemized list of the work and or services being performed for each claim below. You will see the following information: the date, the check number, who it was paid to, and the amount. So, for example, ladies and gentlemen, the first claim that I sent to them that I wanted was December 22nd, 2022, check number or invoice number 254354, U.S. Architects, $7,527.50, paid through the Board of Works. The next one was April 8th, 2020, invoice number 256923, U.S. Architects, $11,000, Board of Works. May 17th, 2023, 257372, IU Health, $30,613.66. Now, there were other claims in here for utilities and whatnot. You will notice those are here. All of the claims everywhere are here. Hello there, Susan. And everyone else that's joined. All claims are here. However, I did not send in information wanting to know about Centerpoint Energy or Indiana Michigan Power or Indiana American Water because I know what those are. I don't think that we should be paying them $17.98. I don't think we should be paying $74 here or $17 here or $20 here. But we know that those are for the utilities, okay? We shouldn't own this building, but we do. It is what it is, but there's no fishiness with that. Obviously, they got a bill for the utility. They paid it. My question is, what's with this $30,000 to IU Health? IU Health has not done anything. They've not been seeing patients. They've not been talking to people. They've not helped anybody in this capacity. What could we possibly owe them $30,000 for? Okay. True Building North, True Builders Building North, $24,466.97. All right. When this first went through in September, they're saying, they're the demo team going in there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that building is 1,000%. 1,000% the same today as it was before September. Now, I can tell you this. I absolutely am aware that they did go in there and they took out some of the cabinets and they took out some tables and things. Okay, but I mean, that's not going to cost the amount of money which they have billed the city of Muncie. So I'm really concerned that something kind of strange is going on here, just kind of strange that's what's happening. So, it is what it is. I don't know. Just really, really odd. So we're going to go through all of these and we're going to find out, what they say. And, we're going to then, go from there. So, let's check and see what we can do. So, the first issue here, 12/22/22, U.S. Architects 7,527.50 was a invoice from U.S. Architects that the Board of Works paid on 12/22/22. Okay. You can see, just a moment, I will be able to show you. You can see hasn't there been some things removed from that property and sold? Alva, that is a very good point. Yes, sir. Yes. 1,000%. So this place was a bar. So they had bar stools and they had tables and they had pool tables and things. Now, when the bar closed, I'm pretty sure that anything of value like pool tables and whatnot was taken out. However, there were tables and stools and like some refrigerative type equipment there. And I am pretty sure that True Builders, True Crew, whatever they're called, I am pretty sure that they were responsible for removing that. And I know for a fact that the gentleman that is connected that goes to the Board of Works meetings for True/Crew, I know that he was posting some of those items on some community sales pages on Facebook here a while back. And he was absolutely doing that. Now, the shoot the Cherry Masters and all that shit would have been done long ago. Those things were all gone long before all of this. I mean, he's been gone for years. This was just like tables and chairs and like the counter, the bar and whatnot. Okay. So we'll get to that here in a minute. But in dealing with this invoice that we have on the screen here for, okay, I was going to say, yeah, that shit did happen through John Neal. But that's been a minute ago. So $7,527.50. This is U.S. Architects. And I'm not an architect. I'm not an engineer. It says PA Design Services, PT Design, PJA Design, PT Documents. Okay. Well, in their rundown of this, it said other services and other charges, other services and charges. Well, listen, I understand that U.S. architects, they're architects, they're going to, oh no, you are perfectly fine there, Alva, sir. You're 100%. Wait, what are you saying 6 about? Saying 6 about something. What are you saying 6? September 6th through September 20th. Design Principal Architect. September 21st through September 21st, IU Health Hub. October 4th through October 5th. Okay, so these things, that's hilarious. These things that are on this, like, yeah, it might make sense that they're billing us $7,000, but let me explain to you what this is. This is a situation where this firm went in and looked at the workman's facility, and they drew up plans using that same building. Now we're not using that same building. So technically, aren't these basically junk? Now they're going to use those plans. They've reworked those plans, and they're going to now build a building off of those plans after they tear it down. But it's just the point that the Danatics are going to say, well, yes, look, this is all makes sense. We needed these. Where I'm saying, if we were going and using a building that was already more in line with a medical use building, maybe it would make more sense. Maybe it would be less than $7,000 to come up with drawings on a piece of paper, and I know that I'm wildly understanding what architects do, and I'm not trying to be an ass. I'm just saying, look, it is what it is. We're paying for their education more than, what it is, but, it is what it is. So this one we'll put in the questionable pile. Okay. Put that over here in the questionable pile. All right. Next, we'll move on to, guess what? We'll move on to U.S. Architects. Why not? Okay. This one is blurry, but don't worry. I'll tell you what it says. It is an invoice for $11,000. Now, let me tell you what this says. And you tell me what this is, okay? You tell me what this is. This is U.S. Architects invoice, City of Muncie. This was paid $11,000, April 19th, 2023. It says, per agreement, second month billing. Second month billing? Second month billing of what? Second month billing for when? Why? Where's the agreement that says we're going to be doing random billings of $11,000. Well, it doesn't say what this is for. It just says per our agreement. So City of Muncie, let me be very clear. I want the agreement. Now, in all fairness, on their sheet they gave me today, they told me that this was an incomplete records grab, that they still have more items that they're going to give me. So I'm maybe they're going to give me what I'm asking in the next batch. All right, we'll deal with that then. But my question is, what is this $11,000 for? Okay. Oh no, Catherine. I've been doing records requests for quite some time. It's as spelled out. My record request is as spelled out as it gets. What they're doing is they're playing hide. They're playing shell game, hide the documents on me. It's quite ridiculous what's going on. The thing that I showed you guys on the screen was just a quick breakdown so we would know when they gave us back the documents. But I was very specific. Oftentimes they will tell me that I need to, they're like, okay, you don't need to write so much. I get yelled at for that. It's ridiculous. So, okay, there's $11,000. I'm going to put that in we have no clue what that's for. We got no clue what that's for pile. All right. So that will cause us to request another, see, so we've got this request that they still haven't fully completed. Now we've got another request that we're going to send out based off this request. And it's like they just keep kicking the can, Okay. So let's go on down the road to the next one. Okay. Here's another invoice for U.S. Architects for $4,000. All right. This was listen to what this is. This is the first of 5 $11,000 monthly payments. Well, now that doesn't make any sense. This is the first of 5 $11,000 monthly payments. Okay, but it doesn't say for what.
Well, okay. The thing that annoys me is at the bottom of it. Mm-hmm. It says the first monthly payment is reduced $7,000 due to a previous payment
made for preliminary design work. Okay.
Yes. Now, but go back to that how much that invoice, that first one you showed.
Yeah.
How much was that invoice?
Okay, now we're starting to get someplace.
$7,600, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 75.
They only credited them part of it.
Okay, so now, whoa, now this is making sense. I'm glad you said this. So we can put the first and this one together. So these will make up a little over $11,000.
Yeah.
And these two payments will make up the first payment. Mm-hmm. So it's $11,000. It's $11,000 for U.S. Architects. $7,000 for all of those payments. All right. So you mean to tell me it's $55,000 for the work they did?
Yeah, I don't understand that. I know that drawing plans are not cheap, but my boss, when I worked in Union City, he had plans drawn up for a building that was twice the size of this one. And the electric, the plumbing, all of it was like, I want to say it was like $12,000.
And were those plans for a brand new building
brand new building, foundation, ground up?
Okay. So, and this was remodeling a building.
Right.
And we're paying $55,000
for plans.
For plans.
But They must be the same company that Winchester or the county over here used
Yeah.
to draw the plans up for the garage mahal.
Yeah.
Because weren't those
Yeah.
like $200,000?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
It would be interesting
ridiculous.
to know who Randolph County used for that. That would be very interesting.
But as I said, they're not crediting that entire amount to that
Yeah, right. That's
$11,000
the other
building.
thing. Yeah. Right.
So,
You're
sorry.
exactly right. No, good point. So okay, so now we take that first one out of the unknown pile and we'll put it in there with 4. So that's good. I got no problem with that. So now here's the other 11. So we'll put this over here with that. Oh, look what this is. This is the third billing, $11,000, third billing. All right, put that there. Okay. Ooh, look at this. Guess what this is? It's the fourth billing, $11,000. $11,000. Piss that right down the drain. Right there you go. Oh, look what this is. Doop de doot de doot de doot. Another $11,000 for U.S. Architects. Woo! Well, here, so that's the thing, though. For the plans, because the plans only changed. I'm gonna go back here and find out because the plans changed. I'll tell you when. They got made, and then the plans changed. The plans hadn't changed by this point. The plans didn't change until June or July. June or July of this year. And then, as Alva said, it changed then again in October. So they changed. They did. You're right. They did change twice. This says see attached progress billing, balance due 11,000, and it doesn't give. No, Alva, it doesn't. Well, I would say they could be change order costs. There's no way in hell because they didn't ever vote on those, and the change orders they have to vote on. The Board of Works never voted on this again. I guess technically they did. They just didn't discuss it. Oh, what a cluster. I guess they did. At least it looks like they did in the minutes. It looks like they did in the minutes, but we'll have to go back. I mean, we could show they didn't. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Joey. And hell, you're down there in Normalville where they actually go through the council. We don't even go through the council. This is the Board of Works. This is 3 unelected idiots. Okay? If that made you mad, look, I can wrap my mind even around that. I don't like the 55,000 for plans, but I can wrap my mind around that just for a second. We can argue about the cost of the amount here in a minute. To quote Linda, I'm sure it's fine. Absolutely. I'm sure it's fine. It doesn't matter. Here's where it gets real crazy. Okay. This is an invoice, ladies and gentlemen. Pull up here for you. That is the last and final. Okay. This, what you're looking at, okay, back up here. Question: with U.S. Architects charges for other plans, this can't be the only building they're working on. Well, you're probably right. I'm sure they're working on other buildings for the city, and we'll even talk about that here in a minute. But everything that I've shown you is solely tied to the address at Workman's. So they might very well be working on other projects for the city, but the paperwork that I have sitting here is tied directly to. There's only one document that I'm going to show you in all of this that is not tied to Workman's, but we'll talk about that at the very end. So everything you've seen so far has been tied to the center in crisis, which is what we call it here. This one is the next one. All right. You're right. They do have to file paperwork, and that we will be getting that. We will be getting that. This document here, and I know it's going to be hard for you guys to see it, but I'll explain to you what it is. This is one of one pieces of paper, and it is from True Building Construction Innovation. Okay. And this is job information, Adam Leach, 809 West 8th Street. So we know it's Workman's. Invoice title, application number 1, invoice ID 0001. Invoice amount paid. Invoice amount is $21,292.98. All right. Now, what this says is demolition budget. Demolition budget interior. Quality unit cost 50 cents. I don't even know what this is. Quality unit is 41,620.80. So I don't know if that's 41,620.80 or if that is 41620.80. I don't know. It says unit cost 50 cents. Price $20,810.40. So it says they're doing some kind of demolition budget inside interior for $20,810.40. Electrical subcontractor, $482.58 for a total of $21,292.98. So, did they unhook electric and we're still paying on electric? I don't understand. I don't understand that, first and foremost. But this was from August 25th, paid August 25th, 2023. You may quit your real job and start doing fake work for Muncie. Listen, there's all sorts of people that have made lots of money doing fake work for the city of Muncie. Like, it's a whole job classification. They would almost certainly have to disconnect the power and put in a temporary pole. Sure. Absolutely, sir. So I don't know what we're doing here. So we've paid. I want to see an itemized billing of what this is. I want an itemized billing for what we paid True Builders $21,292.98 for. So this now goes in the other pile of, now we will be asking for a records request based off of this document. But that's not all, folks. The next invoice, I want you to look here. It's a page 1, all right, and a page 2. Oops, no, we went too far. I'll pull this down. I'll show you here in a second. Okay, yeah, right here it is. All right. Here we go. These, okay. You're exactly right, Joey. Exactly right. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. So, on here, this is True Building, Adam Leach, 809 West 8th Street. This is invoice number 2. This is invoice amount $24,466.97. Okay. Now listen to what they did on
What was
this.
the invoice number again?
Number 2.
2.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because keep in mind they built this company for this job.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Remember?
They started it a month before.
True and Crew. Yeah, they built this. They built this city.
Yeah.
They built this company.
But I
for
can't
this
believe
job.
that you would actually start your invoicing at number 1.
Yeah, right. That was this.
I mean, we didn't do that with gift certificates. This is gift certificate number 3,282.
Yes,
You've never actually issued one before, but
right.
You gotta make it look good.
Right. Yes, Charlize, this is pre-termite discovery, and no, I have still not heard back from Mr. Ted Baker yet. No. Yep, Stumblefoot. Question. Absolutely. That's a very good question. That is a very good question there. Who said that? Who said it? Who said it? Stumblefoot. Yeah. Where are the agreements between who and who? Is there any kind of agreements between who and who? Nobody. Let's listen to what this is. Let's listen. Demo of block walls. $3,174. FBI, are you listening? This building is still standing. Are you listening, FBI? Listen to this. Superintendent commercial. Whatever the hell that is. Superintendent commercial. Well, I guess we got a superintendent on a commercial job here. That's gonna run you $3,681.68. All right. Project manager. We got a project manager. Okay. project manager, he's only making $1,735.50. You know, he's trying to kill the superintendent so he can be the superintendent. Temporary construction. Okay. Close up holes with equipment removed. Let's listen to this. So they literally took the flooring out of the building, the bars out of the building, and they were like, there's some holes there. We better fill those holes up. How much did that cost us? $650. We got a steal. That was the first steal. All right. Debris box rentals. They had to rent 30 cubic yards debris box rentals. For what? $4,680. Demo of concrete slab. Demo concrete slab. $2,027.22. Huh? Residential appliances. Demo hood and Ansel system. $1,950.
They demoed the hood.
Yeah.
So they removed the hood for the stove that was in there.
Yeah, and sold it.
And they removed some screws.
Yeah.
And charged $1,000 for that.
Yeah.
And then sold it. Now, did the city get the money from the sale?
No, because the city didn't do it.
But it's the city owns the building and everything in it.
Yeah, man, I sure wish if someone on here is the person who somebody sent, I'll have to go back through and look for it. Because somebody sent me where these guys were, let me see if I can find it real quick here.
Yeah, I've never heard of a 30-yard roll-off costing $4,000 to rent.
Yeah, Joey. Well, what are we doing? Yeah, they are using the old slab here, Charlize. What are we talking about? All right, we're not done. Listen. Residential appliances. Demo ductwork. They demoed the ductwork. All right, let's see how much that cost us. Oh, we got a break on that. That was only $690.89. Plumbing, air and vac per operatory. Demo plumbing fixtures, cap lines, $845. Electrical subcontractor. Demo electrical panel, $167.42. Demo light fixtures.
Audie's wanting an invite. Can I send him one?
Yeah, I guess. $2,704 for demoing the light fixtures. Demo bar and countertops. I'm getting ready to freak out. Tell me when he gets on here. Just when he gets on here, pull him up and tell him to turn his shit sideways. Give me a second here, folks. I got to find.
Remind us of the date on that invoice, please. Because I think you're getting ready to show some photos.
Here in a minute. Yeah. 9/25/23 is when it was paid.
Okay. That's probably a net 30.
What'd you say?
It's a net 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, hold on here. Indiana Secretary of State business search. And I just need to get this guy's name. Because I need to look. Oh, man. Where is the actual old normal Indiana business search? What are they doing? Here we are. Okay, this is Aldi not here yet?
No, I sent him an invite. Apparently, he's ignoring us. He wants to come on, and then he gives us both the double-barreled middle fingers. Nice guy.
Okay, here we go. I need, because I want to be able to search this guy's. Okay. Who are the True Building North people? True Building North. Because that's not.
Turn your shit sideways.
Okay. I'm having problems. I got a brand new computer and I'm still having fucking issues. So,
You still can't figure it out?
well, I can figure it out. It's just somehow my password got changed and I ain't put it in my computer yet. But anyhow, Chris, most of this shit that they're demolition in there,
Yeah.
most of this went on before they decided to demo the whole building. Okay. So,
Yep.
in rights, usually if you go in and demo, you get the rights to salvage rights
Sure.
in there, unless it's in the contract that the city gets the salvage right.
Right.
But $4,000 for a dumpster, that's pretty high. Usually they have unit prices on all this stuff. And I know when they go in and tear these houses down, they've got unit prices and stuff like that. This is no different than what the previous administration was doing, giving bids out.
Can you tip your phone a bit? Because we're all getting a great view of your nose hairs there, bud.
Okay, you want to see them closer?
Yes, that's great.
But anyhow, like when they tear down these buildings in town, there's unit prices on all that stuff. $4,000 is pretty high for a 30-yard dumpster.
Right.
All these prices are really high, especially when they got salvage rights to an Ansel system. They had probably one of the walls that they had to cover the hole was where they took the walk-in cooler out that was sticking on the outside of the building, which should have brought 10 or 15 grand anyhow, I would say, because it was a fairly new cooler. The Ansel systems are, anywhere from $25,000 to $125,000 for one of them systems. And if it's all stainless steel is pretty expensive if you go to scrapping it. So we got a good screwing on this building.
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
And it started back when Tweedledee and Tweedledum sold it to the city after buying it for a liquor license. Yep. And all we can do is hope and pray that the FBI is looking in on this, because there's going to be arrests if they are, because this is no different than what they were doing with Tyler administration, giving work out without bids, without bidding it out. And damn it, Dan came into office his first term saying anything spent over $2,500 would be bid out. It would all be, done the correct way, and he's not doing it. I know
Right.
they'll let it over, and he reaps the fruits of being the winner and all that shit. But you know what? If they're still doing it illegally, I'd like to see him spend some time in prison over it. And all of his gurus.
Right.
Hell, I could
Right.
start a business tomorrow. Buy insurance and a bond, and I could make a fortune off the city.
Well,
you know,
sure.
we asked those guys in that meeting that night from True or Crew or whichever one they're
Do you
operating this
remember their
week.
names?
I don't remember their names, but we asked them. We says, "Hey, how long you been in business?" "Well, this is our first business with this. This is our first job for this business." They're 25, 26 years old.
I need to find out their names.
And at one time we knew them, but by God, they're really raping the city, and the mayor's allowing it to happen. $21,000 to go in there and take that shit out of the inside of that. That's pretty high.
Well, I'll find out who they are, and I'll find out where those pictures are of where they sold everything. But hey, that's nothing, folks. We're not even through it. Listen, this is now the next couple rounds are going to be for IU Health Hospital. Now, you want to talk about these guys that were going in and they plugged some holes and they took out the bar and they took out the grill and they took out the hood and all that stuff. And all right, maybe that's not worth $50,000. Maybe it is, whatever. Maybe the U.S. architects shouldn't have charged us $55,000 for plans. Maybe they shouldn't. But these people, I don't even understand what we're paying IU Health Memorial Hospital for, because they've not done word one. Nothing.
Now, Chris, there may be an agreement that took effect October 1st.
I'm sure. Oh, no, I understand. Sure.
And that's probably what the payments are for.
Absolutely. So let's talk about what this is. Okay. First payment, the first invoice that went out to this, okay, was, okay, all of these.
I hate this damn thing.
Okay. So the first one was the first invoice, payment requested for the project enlisted, date of services. Okay. Contract period. October 17th, 2022 through December 31st, 2026. Listen to this. October 17th, 2022 through December 31st, 2026. Date of services 1/1/23 through 1/31/23. 2/1/2023, 2/28/2023. Okay, so for the first one, $4,864.48 for salaries. Fringe benefits, $1,216.13 for a grand total of $6,080.61. The next month, grand total of $3,888.74. The next month, a grand total of $3,611.50.
Jesus.
The next month, a grand total of $17,626.22. That's $13,626.20 in salaries, $3,405.59 in fringe benefits, whatever the hell that is, for a total of $17,032.81. Okay? So right there, that's $30,000. All right. Then, how much for lunch? Then we get this half of an email. Maybe they meant to give me this. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. From Dan Ridenour. Friday, May 5th, 2023, 7:43 a.m. to Kathy Loper. Copy Shireen Wegley. Copy Paula Tyler. Copy Guy Hill. Copy Cindy somebody. Copy Craig Wright. Reference the Muncie Crisis Center. Kathy. And then it drops off. Nothing else. Okay. This is Kathy Loper's response back to Dan 10 minutes later at 7:58 a.m. To Dan Ridenour, copy Shireen Wegley, Tyler, all those people. Mayor Ridenour, currently there are 3 individuals represented on the invoices. Paula Tyler, line leader. Michael Patrick, crisis center manager. Jennifer Dale, project manager. Going forward, I will include this information on the invoice. Sincerely, Catherine L. Looper. So that's what that is. Okay, cool. We're paying these 3 people $30,000. We know their names. That's cool.
To do nothing.
Yeah, right. What are these people doing? All right. So now this is weird. Because then in June 9th, 2023, we paid these people for the month of April 1st to April 30th. In salaries, we paid them $186.50. Fringe benefits, we paid them $46.63 for a grand total of $233.13. Where'd you go, Audie?
I got it fixed.
Oh.
I got it straightened out.
Okay. Yeah, Alva. What crisis center is this? All right. This is the next month, May. Now they went from making thousands and thousands of dollars to then one month they're getting paid $200 and another month they're getting paid $159 salary payments. Like, what is this? This is nuts.
Maybe it's something to do with setting it up to begin with to start it. You know what I'm saying? But that's still a lot.
I'm sure.
$30,000 is a lot of money to set up a crisis center. I mean,
yeah,
they already do drug rehab at IU, don't they?
Yes.
So they already have the basics of the program already in place. They just need to adapt it to go into this new building.
I would think, yeah.
And figure out the staffing for it and whatnot.
And they haven't even bought any equipment or anything yet with it either.
Yeah.
Right.
No
So,
chairs.
I mean, this should not be this expensive.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yes, Charlize. Sounds more like all fringe benefits, not salary.
Well, that goes back to Dan's a dumbass, and he's getting his ass reamed out by whoever's going to come up with the biggest reamer and stick it up his ass and say, "Hey, keep giving us money, dummy."
Yeah.
And he's going to keep doing it because he's not smart enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand. Well, we're going to talk about that here in a minute.
And maybe the new council will shut him down a little bit on some of this shit.
You don't go to the council. How they can't shut him down on if you don't go there. They can't do anything to him. Now, what they can do is they can cut budgets, but they're not going to do that.
They're going to have to get control of this.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Right. I agree. I agree.
Here is the $127,000 and $127,563 to DAC, Delaware Advancement Corporation for buying the building. Purchase amount. So there's that $127,563. This was September 8th, 2023. But then there was always something. Now I want to tell you this. This is very interesting to me. Very interesting. This is what happens when there's a contract for services before there's a facility. Absolutely. That's exactly what it is.
This is putting the cart before the horse.
Yeah. Illinois' got 2 Hadbury habits registering guns. Yeah, no shit. Look at this. I want to show you this.
Damn, I need to shave, man. I'm looking worse than Bilbrey.
Yeah. You keep it going.
No, I'm gonna shave off tonight.
Okay, yeah, me too. I need to too. Here we go.
Don't mess with my tutu.
Yeah. All right. So there was one invoice that was weird. That was from 7/8/22 to U.S. Architects for $28,000. That I didn't really include with all of this, but I didn't know what it was, so I said I wanted it anyways. Well, they've given that to me here. Now, I know we're talking about the crisis center right now. All right. Remember, folks, the name of this show was Money for Nothing. The name of this episode, Money for Nothing. All right. This was an invoice that U.S. Architects sent to them. City of Muncie. $28,000. This invoice is for facade design work. All right. Don't say it. I want you to be the last person to say it, Audie. Okay. But I want to give the people from the City of Muncie, or the people who were watched long enough to know Muncie projects, I want to hear an address or a project that you think that this is for. $28,000. This is an invoice from July of 2022 for facade work. And I want to know if you guys come up with where you think that this facade work could be for. And then I'll tell you. $28,000 in facade work at a facility, at a project that the City of Muncie has been.
Explain to them what facade work is.
The outside, like the work, the facing of the building. Of a building, maybe, it could be anything. It could be. All right. So Charlize says Southway Center. We'll see what. No. Look, it's not Stumblefoot. This is not. I'm gonna tell you this. It has nothing to do with Workman's.
It's just it's just like making something look better. Like they wanted to, put lipstick on a pig.
Yeah. Do you know what it is, Audie? Oh, we're getting some good answers here. We're getting an old jail. We're getting the Y. Southway Center.
$28,000. It wouldn't be very much because the way they're bidding or the way they're charging for this shit. What'd they do? Put a window in somewhere?
Yeah, right. Do you know where it is, Audie? You gonna have a guess?
Maybe the where they store the police cars at now or something. I don't know.
Okay, that's funny. Okay, so
MSD.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Well, I'm going to tell you, one of you people got it right.
The old jail. They give them another $28,000 fucking dollars.
No. Listen, this is what I don't get. Alva was right. Alva's right. It's the old jail. Somehow the old jail came back up into all this. I was like, I figured that puppy was all put away and done. Listen to this. Not them. Listen to this. What this is, Audie. This is the City of Muncie paid a bill to U.S. architects for them doing work on the old jail in July. Now, I don't know what facade work they've done. That's the one thing I can say about the old jail. There's no facade work that's changed. I keep thinking, what?
They put them
Those
things around the windows that have lights in them.
Yeah. To me, that's real cheap. Like you were I thought you were joking when you said, "What they do? Put a window in it?" Like that to me is not facade work. To me, facade work is like
cleaning something up, fixing something.
What they did on that building across from where Brian's building used to be, across from the county building, down the way from Democrat headquarters. That where they're going to have those apartments. Like what they did going down in between like Veramaze and all that stuff. That's facade work to me. All right. Like what they did, putting some windows in the jail, first of all, is not facade work. Whatever. It probably is. But the point of the matter is, why are we paying for that?
It never stops with this mayor. And
here's what gets me. The bill says to MDJ Construction, Dave Jennings, 100 West Washington. U.S. architects sent this to the people that own that building. And that guy walked it over. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is Dan Ridenour's signature signing this bill in, saying, oh, yeah, yep, we'll pay for that. Can you believe that?
Have you been to the FBI lately?
I cannot tell you on here.
Okay.
But I will tell you off of here.
Okay.
And
I can just guess, right?
Yeah, you can just guess.
Okay. Maybe I need to go up there Monday.
What?
Maybe we need to go up there Monday and take some shit up there.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. You know, we gave them the fucking building. Yes. My wife don't like me to use the F word on here, but you know what? I'm not running for office right now. We gave him the fucking building for $100.
Yeah.
We gave him another $650,000 fucking dollars.
I don't even look at it like we gave it to him for $100. I look at it like we gave them the building with 6,490, whatever, $650,000 minus $100. Yeah. We gave him a building with that money in there.
649,900.
Yeah. Ooh, what's Kate got up here?
Uh-oh.
Am I posting this up here?
This is ridiculous. And I'd still like to know how much money these people gave him for his campaign.
I found it.
Ooh, what is this? Can you
pull that up? Muncie area, buy it, trade it, sell it, no advertising. Jonathan Chambliss.
I'm writing that shit down. Hold
Furniture, Hoyt and 8th in Muncie. See the pictures.
Bar stools.
Tables, chairs, booths, bar stools. First come, first serve. If it's still posted, it's available. Cash only. Make a reasonable offer, and it's yours.
I want to go to these people like a drug deal. Like an undercover drug deal.
Cash only, boys.
Show me what you got. You got the stuff. Show me the stuff. Just show it. We'll like swarm.
Chris, are you Dave?
Chris, get a hold of me Monday morning. We'll make a
Dave's not here. Yeah, we can go up there. Audie, that's it might have been Stumblefoot. It might have been you that sent this to me originally.
I don't remember. I found it in the message group.
Oh, we had it in the message group. Oh, that's
Yes.
where you found it.
Yep.
Tricky.
I started digging through the pictures because I know something like that's going to piss all of us off. So it's definitely going to be shared.
It'll be
Well,
something we're going to share.
Usually if there's a contract, they've got the rights to salvage anything out of them buildings they want when they're doing the inside demo.
Sure, I don't
I
have
know
a word.
when General Motors hired somebody to come in and dismantle Chevy over here,
Yeah.
New Venture Gear,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it. There was salvage rights on it, but the salvage rights stayed with with General Motors. So whoever tore that down, they would salvage the materials, but the money would go back to General Motors from the steel that was in it. You got to understand, there was $5 or $6 million worth of steel inside that building when they tore it down. So.
Oh wait, yeah, absolutely, sure. So that's
guys,
right.
all we can do is keep on these guys and go to these board of works meetings, pack these board of works meetings, pack these city council meetings and say, hey, we want something done.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that. Don't go anywhere. I want to show you some other emails. So yeah, folks, here, first of all, let me tell you this.
But if you're happy getting screwed and spending all your tax money on bullshit,
yeah,
keep spending it. Don't
stay
say
the course.
Just keep that in there. What's in there, and just let them. We're stuck with them for another 4 years, and the fourth year, the fifth year ain't even started yet. So
yeah. Absolutely. Well, so folks, this is the money for nothing, because whatever we paid for this, we can now start at zero, because now we're going to pay nearly $1 million to by every time everything's done. That it's going to be to tear it down and everything. I got to get to Alva's question here real quick. He's saying, clarification, please. The $28,000 was for drawings only? Sir, I do not know. Let me tell you, that's a good question you've got there. I love that. And jack off, you're right. Shut up, slaves. You voted. You're an idiot. You're right. You're right. We voted for this. This is what people voted for.
What some people voted for.
Yeah. Some people voted for this. This invoice.
And then they voted for it again.
Yeah,
you
right.
peasants. You peasants don't question me.
Yes. Alva, I'm glad that you asked that question, because I'm going back and reading it. I think you're right. The invoice is for facade design work at 100 West Washington Street, Muncie, Indiana.
Facade design work. Yeah, that's the new roof, the new.
No, facade design. I bet they just drew it up.
We just drew a picture on our computer. It took us about 3 hours to draw it up, and
yeah,
$28,000.
You're right. I'll find out. So I'm going to ask more questions about that too. What exactly? Why does this bill? Why is this bill being paid by the city of Muncie? I cannot wait. I cannot wait to take this into Linda and ask her why they approved a bill from one company that has nothing to do with the city of Muncie to another company that has nothing to do with the city of Muncie for an amount of money that's got nothing to do with the city of Muncie on a private building. Why we paid for this? And what's her quote, Kate? You wrote it in here several times.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
Sure it's fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure it's
fine. I'm sure it's fine. I am sure. It's stupid, man. It's stupid. I got an Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah, no shit. Hey, I'd pay him $28,000 to see him Etch-a-Sketch it on a Etch-a-Sketch. That'd be a hell of a design.
Hey,
I mean, one particular, that really looks good.
That would be cool. I might pay him a $30 or $40.
Yeah.
something like that. That would be kind of cool.
Some of them people do pretty good jobs on them etch a sketches.
Yeah, they do.
It's a bit.
Yeah. Now, I have been hearing. Okay, so what we're talking about right there is all a bunch of nothing. As far as I'm concerned, that's nothing. The Dan addicts are going to be like, well, we needed to have and that's all true. Some of that stuff has to be paid for. If they're going to build it, they're going to have to use architects. I understand that stuff costs money, but we've been pumping money into a building that seriously, I want to slap him if he says he told us that he thought we were going to be using workman's shell, and they were just going to refab it. And now we've been pumping a whole bunch of money into a dream of his that is not a dream. It's now a nightmare for the city of Muncie.
And Chris, I don't think there's termites in that building. I think that's water damage where like I told you before, the roof is in bad shape on that building. It's probably leaked. It's probably been leaking for 10 years. That building was built 70 years ago for a bar, for General Motors, for when those guys got off work, they come right straight there, or before they went to work, and they got drunk before they got and after they got off work.
Yep.
That's what that place was built for.
Absolutely.
Made millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Oh, yeah, dude. How much money went through those doors?
And the Cherry Masters have been out for 15 years probably. So we won't talk about the Cherry Masters because Dennis Tyler and Sue Arrington and all them people screwed that over. So
yeah, it's so weird. So weird. That should be legal. Whatever. Anyways, go on.
Well, yeah. We owned about I think it was 64 of them at one time.
Yeah.
And we didn't split nothing with John Neal. So it was a pretty good business. But I was fair to people. I'd set them at 80%, so on and so forth. And if they got too deep, I'd buy them out of their machines for 80%. Would they go sit down, put the money in the next machine? Silly. But that was the good old days. That's when that shit's over with. So, but the amount of money, and like I've told you, you're looking at another $100,000 to put a new floor in there because that floor is going to have to come out. Then they're going to have to change all the plumbing because all the plumbing's in the floor anyhow.
Yeah.
It's been in there 75 years. So that floor is going to come out of there. Then they'll have a new plumbing design for the plumbing and all that stuff. And they'll have to get rebids and all that shit. It's going to cost a couple $1 million. Guess what? They got a building downtown here at the YMCA.
Yeah, dude.
My God, they could block part of that off. And make a hell of a.
They could go in with the Muncie mission. That could really be a big thing for a lot of people. It could be the heating and cooling centers for people. It could be the mental health and the drug facility. If we were really in the business of trying to help our citizens.
Yep.
That could be a thing.
They could petition that off in there with some metal studs and drywall, make it accommodate people. There's plenty of bathrooms. There's plenty of showers. That would make a hell of a facility. And it's stupid. And I can't believe he hasn't given it to somebody already.
It's coming. It's coming. Well, okay. So we're going to move on to that next. So, a little bug, really bizarre. Like, Kate's got us another little something funny here. Let's see what this is. We keep trying to get to the next topic, but what's this here, Kate?
And I'm pissed at you too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cause you took my fucking name off of this.
What was your name?
The political spotlight with Bilbrey, Rudd, and Thornburg, and you had my hat and shit on there. Now it's gone.
No, it goes on. It's always on there when you're on.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's still there. It's still there.
What we got here? The math.
Purchase price of the property. Oh, this is for the jail. Okay, so city needs to recoup more than $1.4 million before they can claim the property is bringing in any revenue.
That's a lot of property taxes.
Yeah.
Even if that place brings in $25,000 or $30,000 a year in property tax.
Well, now it's over 1.5 million. That
Yeah.
$28,000 bill.
Yeah,
took
that
over
$28,000 was not here.
28,000.
And
So
we
that
also
takes
don't
away
have the amount of insurance still.
1.5.
Right.
What'd you say? 28.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
1.503. 1.502.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1.502 million.
Plus we don't have the insurance.
Yeah. Asset.
Yeah, that's 0.228.
Guys, after these next 4 years are over, if we can keep it, if this mayor stays in office, such a government dick, Audie. If we keep this mayor in office for another 4 years, if we can't get him to resign, we're going to be in bad shape.
Yeah.
You thought it was bad under the Democrats? Boys, these Republicans are pulling shit out that the Democrats only dream about.
Yeah. $1,502,220 plus the insurance. So that's for that. That's for the jail. That's crazy. Yeah, keep that screen handy. I like that. That was good.
You know, December's meeting, we had quite a few people there. I don't know if it was because they gave out 2 awards that time, and Mrs. What's her name had her class there. We need to pack that auditorium every month until we get this shit straightened out. Until that mayor steps up and tells us what he's doing with all this money, why he's giving all these people this money. I don't know that the previous administration has done it like this.
It's interesting. No. I can tell you without a doubt that the previous administration didn't exactly do it like this. This is all kinds of weirdness.
And this is a hell of a lot more money than supposedly the previous administration on bids and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot more.
Well, talking about the new council, when I get done with this video, because they're never going to do it. Hey, Wanda Mize, see you, buddy. Thank you for being around. Stop back in anytime. Listen, I've said this for the last couple episodes, but I think that the councils need to be titled very similar to how Congress is. It's the 137th Congress,
Right.
And basically you give a council a number and it's what there is for their term. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back because
is that per every year? I think it's every year.
It is, but it's because of their sessions. But I in my opinion, the term is like a session. So I know that there was like a 10 or 15 year period where the council was every 2 years. So I'm going to research that. I'm going to figure out what the number is, and then we'll give the council a number. That being said, that really matters nothing.
Well, you can make it like their invoice. Just start it effective. 01 council.
Right.
First council for the city of Muncie.
Starting over, I can maybe start at the millennium. At the year 2000.
Yeah, something like that.
Or
take 2023 minus 1865, divide that by 4, divide that by 2, or whatever.
Right. It won't be hard to count up.
No.
Anyways, here's the thing. There's been a lot of moving and shaking going on behind the scenes with the council-elect wanting to talk about things happening and the couple council members that are still there talking about things. So basically, we've got 4 council members that are there. We've got 2 Republicans and 2 Democrats. We've got Clark's
gone.
Not Clark. Green.
Green.
Jeff Green and Rose Selvey.
Yep.
So District 1 and an at-large. And we've got the Democrats are Dishman, District 5, and Garrett, District 3. So those are the 4 counselors that are left behind. Now we've got 5 incoming new counselor elects. 4 of them are Republican, and
Democrat.
one of them,
4 of them's Democrat.
Yeah, that's what I mean. 4 of them is Democrat, and one of them is Republican. And so what that's going to make is the 3 Republicans and the 6 Democrats. Well, the administration sent an email out to the counselors the other day. Very interestingly enough. And I've already got this email. So this email is from Shireen Wegley. And Shireen sends it to Dale Basham. She At
large 2.
No, Dale Basham is here. At large 2 is Rose Selvey.
Right.
District 3 is Brandon.
Yep.
District 1, Green. NKE Powell is Nora Powell.
Yep.
Jerry Dishman, Sarah for Muncie, gmail.com. And Harold, now I want to be very clear to every council member, old and new alike, and I want you guys to hear me very clear on this. Use your council emails. Use your council emails because they're very easy for you to comply with record requests. Because when you use weird like Sarah for Muncie Gmail, those are still requestable and I will get them. So don't try to hide. And also, and I'm going to make this very clear with them, I'm going to have the attorney make this clear, and I'm going to make it clear at the council meeting when they decide that they want to text, and we're going to read about that here in a second. Those text messages are also accessible too. So don't be thinking you're doing anything kind of squirrely. All right. So listen to this. Shireen Wegley to all those council people. Meeting invite. Good morning, council-elect. Congrats to you all. The mayor would like to set up a meeting with you in groups to bring you up to date on some in progress and future projects in your districts. I will send out the invites this morning via calendar. Hope you are all able to make it. Additionally, I often need to communicate with you all and vice versa, and find texting to be the most expedient. If you each could reply with your cell phone number, that would be appreciated. Now, I don't like this. They need to be sending everything in email, and they need to be professional enough to check it.
Yeah,
but if they're going to,
because text messages are too easy to delete.
They are too easy to delete. Now they need to keep them, and they need to know that. But I don't like this.
Text messages are also a pain in the ass for records requests.
Yeah, they are.
Because they'll just say, "Oh, well, we didn't have any."
But they need to know it's coming. I'm not going to let you guys up on that. All right, Miss Powell decided to email back pretty quickly. Let's see. Shireen sent that at Monday, November 27th at 9:46 a.m. And Nora responded, Wednesday, the 29th at 12:26. She says, Shireen, I've contacted the public access counselor to make sure the open door laws wouldn't be applicable to council persons elect, since we won't qualify as members of the governing body until January 1st. Nora is technically right, but it's so weird that she's already so concerned with this that she's already contacted Luke Britt because she wants to get in under just one meeting. Nora, just do 2-3 meetings, lady.
I wonder why she's so concerned already.
Like, what in the hell?
Wonder why she's concerned with that already.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah. Well, all right. So let me tell you what's going to happen here. So then she says, he assured me there would be no issues of council members elect meeting together with Mayor Ridenour prior to taking office. As you stated, current council persons could not meet in groups larger than 4. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. There's something else that's missing here because there is this one. Shireen said, "Good morning. After receiving emails from 3 of you last night, I'm replying to the group as requested. We cannot meet with you as a group due to quorum issues, as some of the topics will be part of future voting activity. Most of the discussion will be based on project updates that have already been approved and are in progress. But he would like to give you the timing updates, etc., so that you each have answers to constituents' questions that pertain to your districts. The meetings were set up at 4 council members each, which is the max allowable. Well, 4 council members meet each. 4 council members. When's the one council person not going to be there? I mean, we're leaving one council person out. Who's being left out?
Dale Basham. He's done give all the information.
He's already gave everything to Dale Basham. That's exactly right. The voice of the mayor, Dale Basham, already knows.
Right.
All right. So that's weird that this was put in writing. Invitation. The meetings were set up by 4 council members each, with the max, which is the max allowable. Invitations were determined based on district, which are fewer than city project, which there are fewer projects in districts 4 and 2, but he can meet with Sarah and Nora together if they prefer. Please confirm your attendance. Well, Nora fires back with, I've contacted the public access counselor to make sure the ODL wouldn't be applicable. Well, Shireen is not going to like that, because Shireen is not somebody that likes to tell you something more than once. So Nora has already taken a little swipey swipe at Shireen here, okay? Well, let's hear what goes on next. Shireen sends back a message 30 minutes later. Thank you, Nora. Yes, it isn't against the regulations, however, could imply impropriety in the future. So the mayor's invitation will stand as is, and anyone is welcome to come, be informed or not. Right there, ladies and gentlemen, is massive passive aggressiveness.
It's Shireen saying, we're going to do it our way, Nora, and you ain't going to say nothing about it.
Yes, we're going to do it. Yeah.
And Nora says, you're going to do it my way, and you ain't going to say nothing about it.
Please accept or decline in the calendar invites. Oh, I can't wait to see these two go at it.
Now, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
This calendar invite, is this a Google Calendar?
I don't know. I want to know what that is, because I want access to it.
So we've got to have access to that calendar. That way we know when they're meeting. That way we know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I will say that the Democrats swore in their council members
the 11th
Monday.
Yeah.
But they don't take office till January 1 at 11:59, 59 or 12 o'clock, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, midnight.
And and most of the council members that are leaving have already turned their keys and stuff over, and their key fobs and stuff like that. So I do know that.
Yeah.
I will say this, I've got a little bit in Wagley is so power. Oh, and vice versa there too, Stumblefoot. It's not just Wagley. Trust me. Oh, it's going to get ugly. In the next 4 years, it's going to be ugly.
Yes.
But I have got some information on who I think the president's going to be, and I made a prediction a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I was totally wrong. So I think if you want to discuss that, we can. If we don't want to, it's no.
Yeah. We can. Hold off just 1 second here. Yeah, we will.
Okay.
I just want to I want to show the rest of this here real quick. So they've had their little spat here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this was that was that. All right. Now I want to show you the other, because I've got another email here real quickly. I just want to show you.
Shots have been fired already, and they ain't even
Shots have been. Yes. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Okay. So now in this next batch of emails, why didn't Nora ask her that question? Is she not the public access person? Oh, no, that's Micah Wilson.
Mike Wilson, yeah.
Micah Wilson is the public access counselor for the city of Muncie, or so she thinks.
That's right.
Shireen Wigley is Squidward at the Board of Works. It's their husband and wife.
Make sure you put B in there or whatever, R or N or whatever.
Yes, that was so horrible. All that did was get Jerry and everybody confused. That was so stupid.
Yeah.
That was so stupid. No, you're fine. You're fine, Alpha. Okay, so then this is very interesting to me. All right, so this is Nora Powell, who sent this record on the 27th, which was Monday the 27th, I think. Yeah. Happy Monday. Hope you both had a great Thanksgiving. Just following up to see if you'll be attending the Parliamentary Procedure Workshop this Saturday. If so, please let me know so I can contact the workshop facilitator with an accurate head count. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying she, until here just recently, was really jockeying to beat. She was trying to put all these pieces together. This is not on her to be doing this. Like, it's good that you're trying to help your fellow councilman, but Nora, you're speaking to somebody that's been a counselor. Relax there, honey. You'll be all right. Like, Jeff,
And the thing about it is, some of these people didn't even go to that, but I believe all Democrats went to it this time. I even think Brandon Garrett ended up going to it too.
I hope they all did. And look, Jeff Green needed to go, but I just don't like that Nora just talks to these people like she's something. You know what I mean?
She's in charge.
Like she's somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he sends back and says, "Thank you for the invitation. However, I have a previous engagement out of town that requires my presence. Please let me know if the Schaefer Leadership Academy is hosting any events like this in the future. Regards, Jeff Green."
Well, it's offered by the state, and the way we was explained to that they offer it several times a year. So if somebody comes in new to the council, they can go to it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
that's
the way I understood it.
Yeah, Nora says, "Absolutely, I'll grab whatever handouts they might have and put them in your mailbox. Enjoy your weekend." Now, Nora isn't going to the state. She's going through Schaefer Leadership Academy because that's like a liberal thing, which I'm all right with it. Whatever. They do a pretty good job. It is what it is. Nora's just being a good Democrat. But whatever that means.
Who said that?
What?
Who said Nora was being a good Democrat?
I'm just saying, falling in line with Schaefer Leadership Academy.
Right.
I'm just being, smart ass. But
and I tell you, Jeff Robinson did a hell of a job the last 3 years as far as trying to keep it by order and so on and so forth.
Sure.
And
yeah, no issues with that whatsoever.
He'll get over it.
Yeah. So,
Let's do this here.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Who is it? Aren't they watching the show? Oh, he's muted me. What the hell?
It's my wife.
Where's she at?
She's in Kentucky.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't gotta wait for him. I'll continue talking. So basically what that means is Nora's jockeying behind the scenes. Now that brings us to Audie's point. Is he here?
I'm here.
Okay. Audie's 1980 phone rang on the wall.
That's the only thing that wakes me up. It's an
right.
iPhone.
Yeah.
There's my beautiful wife and me right there. I don't know what that woman sees in me, but
me
it's something. Hey, fuck you, Chris.
I could say something really rude right now. She doesn't like you for your face. There must be something about you. Just saying.
It's his money.
You might win some contests. That's all.
Yeah, we let's put it this way. When we got together, we didn't have very much money.
You're an idiot. All right. So
it wasn't for my monies and it wasn't for
right.
my face. So you guys figure it out.
It was his great hat collection.
My great hat collection.
So we both said pretty clearly that we thought that Nora would try to jockey for president and that she would be president. Now, Those aren't just willy-nilly crazy accusations. Look, she's been trying to jockey for this. She's already fighting with Shireen. She's already behind the scenes, but go ahead with your new prediction.
My prediction will be Jerry Dishman will be your president of the council for the first year. I think the reading secretary, his reading secretary will probably be Sarah Gallion. And I think they may go with a Republican for vice president.
Okay.
I may be wrong on the vice president, but I think those two positions, and it may be Sarah Gallion as the vice president and Nora as reading secretary. I don't know, but I've got good insight that it's probably going to be Jerry Dishman.
Yeah, I've been hearing that same thing. I'll tell you this. The only reason that Nora is okay with that and that Nora is now saying, I'm going to vote for Jerry, is because Nora's not dumb. She is evil. She shouldn't be on the council. She's horrible, and she stinks. But I can tell you, she just knows she's not dumb. Yeah, she knows she doesn't have the votes, you know.
Yep. When you got 3 Republicans and Jerry, that's 4. And then Jerry's just got to bring one more with him on the Democrat side. That's 5.
Yeah.
That's all he needs, 5 votes. So,
5 votes.
And I think Jerry will make a good president. He may be a little laid back and everything, but I think he'll.
I'm afraid of how laid back he is, because here's the thing: the president needs to be willing to be active more than just at the council meetings. I want to try to talk with Jerry. I'm going to try to schedule a time and talk with Jerry between now and the before the meeting. I want to talk to him. I like Jerry. I've never had a problem with Jerry.
Jerry's retiring in January. Pepsi's going out of business in Muncie.
Yeah.
So Jerry is going to retire. He's got 50 years in at Pepsi, and it'll give him time to do that. That'll give him something to do. After working all them years at the same place all them years, it's he's got to have something to do afterwards. So
jack off.
Sorry about my nose hairs. I got to shave. I had surgery
so
Tuesday, and
she was kidding.
Well, there's other people commenting about my nose hairs. So
who? Where? No, they're all just being stupid.
That's
I mean, they're just joking, but yeah,
we can all be stupid.
Yeah, it's just because of the angle of the camera. No, jack off, dude. Listen, I can't tell you. There's a non-disclosure in place. It was a federal lawsuit. There was a federal lawsuit at one point in time, bro. It had to do with I can't really talk about it. But
I can.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me show you something. Give me a second. Give me 1 second here.
Aren't all federal lawsuits on file at City Hall?
Yeah, and people go look that stuff up.
You can look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on a second here.
A federal lawsuit for a Fourth Amendment.
Yeah.
And second.
You want to look up the original filing of the suit.
And I'm sure
I'm on your show. I don't want to get you in trouble, but I can say that.
And I'm sure people, they can talk about it.
Oh, they can talk about it.
Exclusive. A federal lawsuit filed against the city of Muncie, its police department, as well as a city councilwoman.
So the plaintiffs say several officers ran a criminal background check on political opponents of the councilwoman. Which TV's Dan Klein joins us now. And Dan, this is a story you broke more than 2 months ago now.
Yeah, and they compare it to the uproar that would happen if you came home and you realized the police officers were going through your house without a search warrant. In this case, the search was of their criminal history. City Councilman Nora Powell said both then and now she had nothing to do with it. But the plaintiffs say she's the only thing that connects the three of them.
Violated Very much violated.
I was quite shocked.
My rights have been violated.
It started when Kristopher Bilbrey, seated in the middle, got text messages from untraceable phone numbers with information that could only have come from his driver's license.
Weaponizing police officers to silence critics, weaponizing police officers to intimidate or harass is never okay.
According to Indiana State Police, his data was run twice. The first time, the day after he submitted a public records request for Nora Powell's communications related to a government issue. State police say it's a clear violation of policy. Audie Barber, who ran against Powell in the May primary, had his data run 3 times, including twice by Powell's stepson.
About 9 o'clock at night that I was on the podcast, the next morning he ran my criminal history.
Sarah Beach, the city's HR director, also ran against Powell. She only got curious after hearing Barber's and Bilbrey's stories. An officer looked up her background twice, just 2 days before the election.
I believe I was looked up because I was a political opponent of Nora Powell.
No traffic ticket, no seatbelt violation.
No, I'm a good little citizen. I have not done anything wrong in my life.
A 9-page federal lawsuit names Powell, the city, the police department, 5 officers by name, as well as a fraternal order of police. Count 1 claims, among other things, free speech and due process violations. Count 2 claims violations of privacy and intentional infliction of emotional distress.
I think it's a huge abuse of their power. It's a huge abuse of public trust, and it's not right, and they shouldn't be doing it.
Do you think it's happened to other people?
I guarantee it has. I guarantee it has.
This is what Powell said on August 6th when we asked her about Bilbrey's allegations.
I was made aware that one of those were my son. Of course, I don't condone that. I didn't ask for it. I wasn't involved in any way, shape, or form. So I'm just going to say that I did not know about that beforehand. I found out about that actually months later.
In a statement Monday, she says, quote, "The allegations asserted against me are just that, allegations. I will aggressively defend against these baseless and groundless accusations and will demonstrate the complaint is without merit." Bilbrey isn't sure if Powell directed officers to look others up or if they did so because they supported her and felt some sort of obligation.
And either one of those is a problem.
While Police Chief Joe Winkle has already put a memo out to the department reminding officers of the proper use of the computerized system called IDAX, the plaintiffs don't believe any disciplinary action was taken against the officers. The lawsuit asks for compensatory and punitive damages.
Unless there's consequences to your actions, there is no impetus to actually change your actions.
I left messages for both Mayor Dennis Tyler and Police Chief Joe Winkle. I did not hear back from the mayor, and the chief said he hasn't seen the lawsuit yet, but might be able to comment tomorrow. Meanwhile, the Fraternal Order of Police calls the lawsuit frivolous and in bad faith. We'll have their full statement up on wishtv.com in just a few minutes. Reporting in the studio.
I like Dan Klein. He's no longer in the news. I don't know where he's at or what he does, but he's no longer in the news.
Let's just put it this way. We can't talk about it. So there you go. You read into it what you want.
Yeah, unfortunately. It is what it is. So, all right. Yeah, Jeff's gone. Troy's gone. But that other guy that's got a J name, Jerry, is probably going to be the president of the council. It is what it is. We'll see what happens. I hope it's going to be an interesting run in the next 4 years, man. It's going to be a wild time. It's going to be some amazing fun showings on here. So definitely you're going to want to tune in because we're going to have a lot going on. And next year, in just a couple weeks, we're going to be in a new election cycle with a whole bunch of chaos and craziness because of this election law that we will be talking about on Sunday, because there's all sorts of things that's happened with that lawsuit.
And Chris, another thing, filing starts what, January
10th.
So once
2024.
I'm going to be off for the next 2 or 3 months. We'll have to go up there and make sure we got all the positive papers and
yep.
And they're going to fill them out right this time.
Yeah. We
got precedent set already. We got,
filing starts Wednesday, January 10th. The deadline for the filing period is noon on Friday, February 9th. And the challenge deadline is noon Friday, February 16th. And you better bet your bottom dollar if you're a candidate in Delaware County, probably in Madison County or Henry County or Randolph County, and you file to run for office, specifically in Delaware County because of what they did to Troy, you better bet if you file your paperwork fucked up, I'm coming for you. So we're gonna make him. We're gonna make him do the right thing.
You're not allowed to go in that building without me because I'm afraid Jones will hurt you.
You're an idiot.
They're gonna drop the Mike Jones on you. Mike Jones.
So,
I'm afraid that old man will hurt you bad.
Oh Jesus, no. He will be just fine because he's gonna act he's gonna act just fine because he knows better. I will tell you this. I have a file. I was arrested for speaking in a meeting in November of 2017 and filed a First Amendment rights federal lawsuit. And I say that we won. I mean, we went to court and we settled out of court, but I won. All sorts of, the mayor left, councilman left, the fireman left, the police chief left. And we settled them down in Winchester for a minute, and then they started getting stupid again. So that's what that is. But yeah, pretty interesting, interesting times.
Hey, you ready to take a reminiscent trip over to Union City, Indiana?
Yeah, right.
Ooh.
I have
Scares me, buddy.
I have definitely.
That's worse than Deliverance. That fucking place is worse than that.
It was pretty bad over there.
Georgia. It was bad.
Yeah. It's a little bit better, but it's still pretty bad.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's it.
Folks, if you need anything, give me a holler. You still got my phone number. I've not changed it.
Yep.
You got any information for me that you don't want to give Chris that I can relay to Chris? If you're using a fake name or whatever, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Some people like you, some people don't. Some people like me, some people don't. You know, some people talk to me and to transfer information to you, and some people, you know how they are.
Yeah, that does happen.
And my phone's always on. I will always answer it. Just remember, let's keep up the fight. We got to keep these people on their toes, because if not, we're going to be spending a lot, and we're going to be spending a lot more in taxes. And guess what? They're going to come back with that other tax, and that oh shit, what was the name of that tax, Chris?
Lloyd tax.
Yeah, Lloyd tax. Yep. They're going to come out with
we'll have to be watching that.
Probably about March, they'll come out with it, March or April, and they're going to try to sneak it in there and raise it. So, the mayor and the council and all of the workers, they've got contract negotiations coming up again. They're not even done. You know what they're going to do with these with AFSCME? They're going to hold them over until negotiations start again. That's all they're going to do. And then they're going to have to go back and spend all that money and back pay these folks.
I hope they do.
Because that the union's going to file arbitration against it.
I hope they're smart enough. I hope they do that. If they don't do that, it's stupid.
If they don't, then they don't need their union.
That's absolutely right.
That's what it's going to boil down to. Dan and all of his people is going to try to break the union for AFSCME, and once they start there, they did it for the highway garage in the county, and now the sheriff's department don't have a active union really. So, it's.
Where you at, Mike Jones, fighting for your union brothers and sisters?
Thank you, Castle Lord. I appreciate that. But you know what? I'm the 10th councilman.
Yeah.
I am the 10th councilman.
I am the 10th councilman.
And I guarantee you, if they don't start reading more into them.
Oh, yeah. Every time you need to have an estimate. Yeah.
I will get up every time. People get so tired of me seeing, well, they do anyhow, but who gives a shit? Yeah. I'll get up there and ask them every time, can you explain this a little bit more in depth? Give us a little depth of what it is. Tell us it's the property at 8th and Hoyt, the old Workman's Bar. Just give us a little information. Don't just give us the legal description.
Yeah, right. Yeah. They need to give all pertinent information, period.
I mean, they don't have to read all 13 pages. Just say, hey, we're looking at getting bids on this building over here to remodel it for a rehab center or something shit.
Yeah.
Put it in layman's terms.
Make it
treat
easy.
us like we're all like an Audie Barber that don't quite understand what they're talking about. You know what I mean?
All
Treat
right,
us like
bro.
we're a bunch of dummies.
Yeah. Well, thank you much, sir.
All right. Holler
Yep.
at
Yep, I'll get with it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for us. We will not be here tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday, but Sunday we will be here for, God willing, for the 100th episode. 100th episode of the Political Spotlight. And we kind of cheated. I've never done the episodes every day. I normally used to only do them, but it's like, hell, if I'm on, it's an episode. I might as well number it. It's the 99th episode I've been on here. You know, I don't title my static videos. We don't do many static videos. We need to start doing static videos. I'm in the process of trying to find a good editor, and I hope I've got a lot of plans for this channel. I want this channel to grow. I want to be able to grow, but I want it to grow that makes sense. I don't need 18, 20,000, 30,000 subscribers if only 1,000 people are listening. I would rather have 500 people that are going to watch and listen and watch over time than 30,000 people and 500 people watch over time. So I watched a YouTuber talk and said that subscribers are only a vanity number. You could have 0 subscribers and still have hundreds of thousands of hours watched. So subscribers don't really matter. We want subscribers here. It allows us to do more. Higher subscribers allows more content to be in front of more people, the algorithms and all that shit. So it does help, but we're doing our thing. I love and thankful for each and every one of you. The people that love me, the people that hate me, the people that don't care one way or another. I am so thankful for Kate and for Brandon and for Audie and for Sarah and for the Paper Winch and everybody that helps here, and for H and every one of you. So thank you all very much for everything you do. Please hit the like on your way out the door if you haven't done that already. If it's been a minute since you've shared the show, do that. If you're not getting notifications, maybe go in and unsubscribe, but then immediately resubscribe again. Sometimes you got to do that, I've heard. So it is what it is. We will not be here tomorrow. We will see you right back here at 9 p.m. Eastern on Sunday the 17th. So you guys take care. Have a great weekend. God bless each and every one of you. Good night.